Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do, how to teach the climb command or the place command. For me, I call it the climb. You guys can call it whatever you want. So remember the three rules that we went over. It's gonna be timing, motivation, consistency. For the first one, it's timing, right? So we need to make sure that we're rewarding within 1.3 seconds when all four paws touch the climb. We also need to pop the leash or give a correction within 1.3 seconds when they when that paw decides to come off and when they decide to make the decision to come off. The motivation, the negative motivation is going to come from the pop of the leash. The positive motivation is obviously going to be the food. Um, and then the consistency. So we have to be consistent with this: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Um, when we decide to put our dogs on a climb, we need to be able to make sure that we have a leash or the remote on our hand to be able to correct them. Because if on Monday they get off and you let them, and on Tuesday you don't, you're not being consistent. So consistent is a huge, huge, huge factor that everybody needs to keep in mind. So I'm going to teach you guys. We're going to go over. I have three climbs here. I'm going to teach you how I lure them on, how I name them, when I name them, and you're going to see the marking and rewarding. So hopefully this helps you guys out. All right, so here we have chaos. Um, and then we're going to keep our food in our right hand or our leash on the left hand, and we'll make it a lot easier for you to handle. And all we're doing is we're showing her we have food. Once she understands that, we're going to lure her onto the platforms. These are going to be our climbs. Remember, you can name them whatever you want. It could be a level surface, it could be a couch, it could be whatever. The moment they get up on that surface, you're just going to mark yes and just feed, 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 which is your reward. Right there, I'm luring her from one platform to another. As she's staying on there, she can itch, she can sit, she can down, she can do whatever she wants. The only thing she can't do is obviously get off. Now I am going to put a little bit of pressure here. I want to make sure she understands that getting off will end up in a correction. So right there, she got to know, she got to pop on the leash, and then I'm going to lure her back on. The moment all four paws are on that, then I'm going to reward. Here's full speed. There you go. And the moment she stays on there, I'm just marking yes, feeding her, marking yes, feeding her. There you saw that I gave her another pull on the leash. She didn't come down from it, so I'm going to mark and reward. Now here you're going to see that she's going to make the same mistake, so we're going to mark no because she's going to jump off of it. We're going to pop up on the leash, and then we're going to lure her back into the place or climb with food. Again, once all four paws are on there, we're going to mark yes, and we're going to keep feeding. She's staying on there, so mark yes, keep feeding. So right here you can see that she's making the same mistake, and this is going to be full speed. But again, you mark no, you pop on the leash, you lure back, and once all four paws are in there, you're going to mark yes, then you're going to reward. Now remember, your puppy can do whatever they want when they're on the climb. So they can sit, they can down, they can, scratch, they can do whatever they want. They just can't get off of it until you say free or break, whatever your release word is. So right here, we're going to add distractions. She's doing pretty well. So now we're going to prove her place or climb command. We're going to put tension on the leash. We're going to start moving our feet. We're going to start clapping. We're going to start doing kissy noises to make sure she understands that she can only leave that climb with the release word, which for me is break, but for you it could be free. And two more things I want to point out to you guys is notice how loose the leash is here. We have enough slack so that we can give a correction if we need to, but we're not pulling the dog off the climb. So it's very important to keep the leash loose enough to give that correction and not so tight that it's pulling the dog off. And then finally, the last thing is we want to make these sessions as short as possible. Make them fun, make them exciting, and then bring them back out. So you can make several sessions a day. You can do 3-4 sessions in one day. You don't necessarily have to feed the entire bowl for your puppy. So that's it for today, guys. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks so much.